Hello everyone, it's Rachel from Great Minds Ink Alike. Today we're going to make a 5-minute card. I am going to make a Valentine card, and I've already die cut and embossed a couple pieces. And I folded my Flirty Flamingo in half, and I'm going to go ahead and put my embossed piece on the Flirty Flamingo. This piece is 4 by 5 1/4. I embossed this with the Hearts of Love 3D embossing folder. This is all part of the suite Made with Love, and I love every bit of that suite, and I've used it a lot. I'm going to make a heart here, and before I do anything else, I want to do some stamping. So I'll be using my Endless Love stamps from the Endless Love bundle, and of course the 2 dies came from the Endless Love bundle. I went ahead and put them on blocks, and I'm going to use Real Red ink. Valentine's is nice and long, and on this one, I like that the happy and the day are separate. Not always do I like that, but this time it's really helpful because I can position it on this heart just so. I don't want it to interfere with the dots. I've made several cards where I've done it sideways, kind of a diagonal, but we can position the happy up here in the top of the heart, and we can put the day down lower, and on a stamp where it was all attached, it probably wouldn't fit the heart quite as well as this does. Now I want to take my arrow, and I want to have my arrow shooting through the heart. And this is just strictly a shortcut for me. I don't want to have to die cut twice, so I am going to snip him right there in the middle. And then I'm just going to take a ruler, and I want the heart to kind of come through about like that. Let's see. Or the arrow, I mean. So I'm going to flip it over to the back and just draw a pencil line. And that will just kind of guide me to help me keep my 2 pieces straight. You could eyeball it. I just feel better that I have this a little bit more lined up. And you could do 2 different die cuts, but you still would have the trouble of lining them up. So this arrow, I'm going to go down below my pencil line just a little bit. And below my pencil line over here. I don't want it extending too far because the heart is pretty big. I'll put a little bit more adhesive over the top of those, and then I'll just put my adhesive on. Now, the thing with this is it's going on an embossed piece, so I like to put a little bit more adhesive. I hope I see one of the little dots. I didn't get poked out. There we go. Okay, and now I can put this just on the front of my card, and I am practically finished. I am making this card and several others for a friend who's asked me to make some Valentine cards for her. And I was delighted when she asked me to do this card because this card is, as I said, a 5-minute card. Even with the die cutting, you can get this done pretty quickly. So I'm going to start with one of these little envelopes. I think that's cute. I've used a lot of these embellishments for just the way I'm using them now, and I've also used them for a shaker card or 2. So they've been really used a lot in my stamping space this month. Okay, so we need to get those dried. Now you could go ahead and go to the inside and put a white panel of cardstock or a greeting. I'm not going to because I know she likes to write personal notes, but what I am going to do is I'm going to pull a couple more stamps. I think I'll pull this one and these, and I'm just going to decorate up the corner of my card just a little bit more. So let's see, I think we'll go Real Red again. Now this card is part of my Ink and Go kit, and what that means is I've die cut and embossed all the pieces necessary. I've done enough that you can make 2, and then I've done enough to make 2 of this card, and then I've done enough for 2 of 3 other designs. And it's as quick as a 5-minute card. Everything's ready for you. You just need to stamp your greeting and assemble. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.